anything like that. No good. Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles?
It's, I'm assuming I'm live.
Yes,
You're
sir.
live.
Awesome. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program, where we talk to sports and other stuff, like elections. Which reminds me, what is a politician's favorite kind of footwear?
No.
Flip-flops.
Ah,
I'm Roy Harter, and here's your host, Mr. Eastside Dave McDonald, everybody.
thank you so much, Roy. Robert, you might have to turn his mic up a little bit. Sounds a little low to me. But anyway, Roy Harter, who is now upside down, and the fucking network that we fucking use, Restream, it's always done a sensational job, but they updated their goddamn service, and updates are just fucking killers. Roy, I don't know why you're upside down now. You might look at this.
And now he's
Now,
muted.
now he's on mute. Robert, you're gonna have to work with Roy Harter. Tell him to log out, log back in, buddy.
We'll see you in a few, boss.
You can't hear you, and we can't, and you're upside down. And I have a feeling like I'm going to be talking to Bronx Johnny. Robert, get ready to be calling Roy and walk him through the first 4 minutes of the show, okay?
All righty.
If you have to put me and Johnny on, that's just fine by me, because we got the great Bronx Johnny.
Thank you,
Wow.
Jim. Always great to be on.
Who has decided to join us on a Monday, November 4th, 2024, as we discuss the New York Yankees' epic fucking meltdown, the biggest disgrace in baseball history. We had to watch an inning of not one, not two, but three Bill Buckner type plays for the fucking Red Sox fans.
No.
Who fucking, were upset about the Bill Buckner, and they don't even give a shit anymore because they've won, 4 World Series championships,
No.
In the 21st century. So that Bill Buckner's yesterday news for Red Sox fans. But can you imagine if that just kept happening over and over and over again?
We were paying back some karma points that night. It was
Johnny. And Bronx Johnny, lifelong Yankee fan from, of course, the Bronx, New York, now living in Beantown for some reason, living in Boston.
Yeah.
But we brought Johnny on the show because he represents the Bronx. Johnny was even a Yankee Stadium employee for a number of years, right, John?
Yeah, private security for Yankee family.
Private security. He was one of those yellow coat wearing fucking security guards.
Oh, no, I got the jacket. I got to wear the button-up blazer, which was always nice. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Roy, you're back. You're on mute. Robert, you're on mute. Roy, we love you. Just come back. Robert, Robert will work with you on getting you back.
I'm so nervous.
Okay?
If you hit,
Let's not do it now. You call him with your phone.
that's going to be productive.
Well, I don't know. But there's no point in doing it over the air.
No.
Somebody help me.
Yeah,
Johnny,
rough.
We are starting the show the way the fucking Yankees started that 5th inning. The goddamn choking bastards. I swear to God.
Dude, that wasn't fair. Like, they built up your hope. I'm like, yo, game 6, we got a shot. We can make this shit 7. And I'm listening to on the MLB app. I don't want to watch. I can't watch John fucking Smoltz. Let me say that now. I can't stand that cocksucker.
He's terrible. I called it
No.
before the World Series began because I said, it's a little bit hacky to do John Smoltz. And, it's a little bit hacky to critique Joe Buck and who's the other one everyone likes to make fun of? Bob Costas.
Oh,
right?
He retired finally. Thank God.
To me, it's like that's become a cliche. But John Smoltz, no one was giving him any fucking bullets until the Dave Man accurately predicted. John Smoltz all he talks about is pitching.
Oh,
It's
golf.
fucking 3 hours of pitching talk.
It's
Did
just
you guys hear me?
golf with him.
Hear you now,
There
Roy.
you go.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
You're back.
Okay. Man,
You're back. All right,
like
we're all one. No one touch anything.
Okay.
No one touch a goddamn thing.
Sit
For the
on your
rest
hands.
of the program, we're all here. Here's Roy. Here's Robert. Here's Johnny. Here's myself, Davey Mac. Okay, we're going to do a fucking delightful show for you today. We got a lot to discuss. I'm blaming Restream. 94%. Bobby Tamburo, 6%.
No,
I'll
Bobby's
take
off the
the
hook on this
6%. I'll take the 6%. I will say though, it does feel like our audio engineer's audio being messed up is like Garrett Cole not covering first base.
Ouch.
What audio engineer? You're the audio engineer.
I just meant
Oh,
Roy's an Emmy award-winning
Oh, yeah, that's
esteemed guy
true.
for audio.
Yeah.
That's true. Well, no, it's this fucking Restream. These fucking websites, they goddamn update everything and think that everyone's going to know where shit is. And then the whole fucking website looks much different. And you're like, I don't know where anything is anymore. I recently got that with Patreon. I couldn't fucking figure out how to load a goddamn video because they changed their fucking format for creators. And I'm like, all I want to do is upload a fucking Tales from the Satellite episode on Patreon, and they fucking reformatted everything.
That's
we're
why I'm
getting
over
old is what
Facebook.
it is. Like, old people can't deal with change. We're in that
Seriously.
demographic now and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I just learned something about myself.
Mm.
I thought for the last year, when I read my phone, right, like this, I thought I've been high for the last year. Like, everything looks a little bit blurry. I go into Walgreens and I go, oh, I'm waiting for a prescription. And there's all these fucking glasses on the rack. And I go, let me just take one of these little glasses here. Next thing you know, all the words magically became visible. I could read them.
That's fucking bad. Dude.
So I have to wear reading glasses?
Oh, shit.
Fuck you.
Dude.
I'll be jumping off a bridge before you see Davey Mac with a little fucking thing of reading glasses on the edge of my nose. All right? Like I'm fucking Santa Claus. And yeah, if you didn't notice behind me, I fucking do the Christmas thing the day after Halloween.
Oh my
Jesus
God.
Christ, that's an all-white tree? What does that mean?
That,
Are you letting people know who you're voting
means,
for?
Johnny. Big election tomorrow, Johnny. You know what that means. No, I mean you should see my. You know what? Next time I have we do one of these on my phone because my computer crashes or some bullshit. I'll give you a little tour of my living room. It's just got. I haven't packed it with so much Christmas stuff in my entire life. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
You need to find some joy or something, Dave? What's going on?
Yes.
Jesus.
When nothing in the world goes right for you and you are so close to just deciding I'm jumping off the George Washington Bridge, you just decide, you know what, little trinkets of Santa Claus and his elves actually makes me happy.
It's not always a wonderful life, you know.
But we're talking sports. We're talking the Yankees. We're talking the Yankees' epic meltdown of the fifth inning, Bronx Johnny.
It's fucking hurt, man. And I like I said, I can't deal with Smoltz, so I listen to the radio. And God bless John Sterling. He came back to do it, but he really did have to go. He just kept names, calls.
They brought back John Sterling, the Yankees, 88-year-old announcer who had done, every single game since 1989, and then he just retired this year at the beginning of this year. He was just like, you know what, I'm gone. I don't like traveling anymore. And they begged him, come back for the last week of the season plus the postseason. So he's like, all right. And they came back to torture that fucking old man. Yeah. They basically came back. They brought John Sterling back to kill him.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that fucker's heart is going to survive that fifth inning. Even if he didn't instantly die on the air, I give Sterling about 2 weeks to live.
That was rough to listen to.
The fifth inning. All right. So in case everyone wants to let's just focus on this for a second. Yankees down 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
They should have won game one.
Yeah, hell yeah.
They blew that. I'll give them losses in games 2 and 3. Game
And they
4.
even had a shot in fucking game 2.
No, I know. They had a shot at every game.
Yeah.
But game
That's
1, they
tough.
got to win. They're winning that game
Yeah.
late in the game. Aaron Boone brings in Nestor Cortez in the
No fucking
absolute
reason.
worst spot ever when he had the fucking sidearm fucking Tim Hill out there.
Yeah.
And he brings in Nestor Cortez because he's outthinking himself.
Yeah.
We see this in the NFL every Sunday. These fucking idiotic coaches with the fake punts and the trick plays and this and that just to get 1 yard. And it's like, when you got to get 1 yard, give it to your $38 million quarterback or whatever the fuck it is. Don't make the goddamn punter be trying to throw for 17 yards. It's the same thing with Boone in that don't do a stunt at the end of game 1. Nestor Cortez didn't pitch since August, is coming off of injury, and you put him out there? The
in
fuck?
the World Series. Like, it made no sense.
So they blow that. They blow game. Then they lose games 2 and 3. They had chances to win. They win game 4. Then they're up 5-0 in game 5.
And the place was rocking.
Rocking. Because this is crazy.
Yeah.
Baseball has never, when teams in the World Series have been down 3-0, you've never seen anyone go to a game 6. Forget about winning. No one's even going. Forget about even getting to a game 7. No one's even gotten to a game 6. Every other series resulted in a sweep or a 5-game win. In fact, only 3 teams, when down 3-0, even got to a game 5. So the Yankees are up 5-0, about to make history. It's not the type of history the Yankees want. They want World Series history, but still, they're about to come from 3-0 and get it to a game 6 and make the Dodgers take an uncomfortable fucking plane ride. That's what we discussed about. Make those Dodgers have an uncomfortable motherfucking plane ride, yo.
No.
And up 5-0, runner on first, shallow fly ball to center field. Here comes Aaron Judge, and he fucking drops the ball.
It knuckled on him. I'll give him that. I can't be mad at that. That happens.
Do not
I can't get
make
mad at
an
him for that.
excuse
I can't get
for
mad
a
at that.
center fielder
He's
that
not a center
had
fielder, though.
Johnny. That's the easiest catch in the world. Don't disrespect yourself as a Yankee fan. You can't do that, John.
I mean,
The ball was hit
him.
right
I
to
feel
him. No,
bad.
Johnny, he didn't have to leave his feet. He didn't have to dive,
that's
slide. The guy barely had to run. No.
Yeah.
We're not doing that, John. We're not letting this motherfucking idiot off the goddamn hook.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Remember when Paul O'Neill missed all those catches with the torn stomach? Oh, wait, no, he made them because he had
I
the
don't
champion.
remember anyone missing that. You would have to go back to fucking Merkel's boner. Which was some fucking asshole. Or was it Snodgrass? But the point is, you have to go. I'm not kidding. Merkel's boner may have been a base running mistake where there was a game-winning hit, but he forgot he was on first, and he just ran off the field all happy.
Oh, God.
And so, because the ball was still in play, they decided to find the ball and touch second base and create a force out. Snodgrass was a player for the New York Baseball Giants in the early 1900s. And same play. Easy, lazy fly ball to the outfield. And there's, I believe, Fred was his first name, Fred Snodgrass, and he just drops the fucking ball. He said, this is a guy, this happened to him in the early 1900s. Obviously, pre-TV, pre-social media, pre-internet, pre-everything. And this guy said, I don't like telling people my name. He said this in the 70s.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't like telling people my name. And they say, why? He goes, because when I mention my name, Fred Snodgrass, they go, oh, you're the guy who dropped the ball in the World Series and fucked it up.
Damn.
You have to go back to a Snodgrass, a motherfucker named Fred Snodgrass. Sounds like someone in the early 1900s. You have to go back to that stooge for a lazy, easily catchable fucking fly ball to center that the guy drops. And trust me, this is easier than the Buckner play. The Buckner, well, one could make him an argument. You look at where Buckner was and where Mookie Wilson was. We could make an argument Mookie Wilson may have beat that play out. This is the easiest fucking play ever. And here's what's even crazier.
No.
Aaron Judge this year has made in the regular season and postseason a total of 0 errors.
Yeah.
He made no errors this year.
Quality fielder.
In the regular season and postseason combined. 0 errors.
Yeah.
And he drops this fucking ball. I knew they were going to tie it in that inning. I'm not even kidding.
Off of that, yeah.
Off of that.
Yeah.
Then you get the play to Volpe. He's
That was
got
a
to make that
50-50.
throw.
He
It
should've-
wasn't.
I don't know why he didn't go to first, though. He had the body language
No,
to go to first.
it was fine to go to third. He had the runner out by 2
Chisholm
feet.
wasn't ready, though. It's more on Chisholm
No,
than it was Volpe,
the ball was in the dirt. You're making excuses for motherfuckers, man.
He had a grand slam the night before. He got to interview with Jeter.
I like Volpe. I like Judge.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, this is why it's so tormenting.
Yeah.
Because Judge had just gotten a home run in Game 4.
Yeah.
He follows that up with a huge 3-run home run in Game 5 to get him, or a 2-run home run, and to get him, or it was 3-run home. Whatever. He gets a big home run in Game 5 to get him on the board. So now it's, the last 2 games, Judge has homers. He's looking good. Everything is going the right way. And yeah, Volpe was playing pretty well.
Cole was fucking nasty.
You can't throw that ball in the dirt, though.
No, definitely not.
And that's another reason why, I've liked Jazz Chisholm, but the Yankees, the strategy of getting guys and having them play out of position. Jazz Chisholm is a second baseman, for fuck's sake. We keep doing this. Remember IKF?
Yeah.
Connor Falefa?
Shortstop. Moved him to third. We
He
just
was
can't
a
find a
Gold Glove
third baseman.
He was a Gold Glove third that we moved to short.
Sure. There you go. Yeah.
Then he started to suck, and we go, what happened? He's a Gold Glove third baseman. You put him in a new position, you fucking morons.
Even
so we got that with Volpe. And then it's bases loaded. Cole then is about to get out of it. He gets the first out. He gets the second out. And the second out was Ohtani. Strikes him out. You're like, oh, my God. Cole gets out of a bases loaded, no outs fucking thing. No, forget about winning this game. We're winning the World Series.
Yeah. You felt the light on. It was like, we fucking hungry.
And easy ground ball to Mookie Betts. And let me tell you something, folks. Who's to blame? Everyone.
Yeah.
As Gary Oldman said in The Professional. Everyone. Hey, as someone, because a lot of people, they don't watch the fucking regular season, all right? And so they come in and they do this and that. You watch regular season Yankee baseball, there are way too many times where the ball is hit to Anthony Rizzo and he relies on the pitcher always getting to first. First of all, that's a complicated play. You're having to toss to a guy who's running. That guy who's running has to catch it on the fly and make sure he's touching the fucking base. It's a complicated play. What's easier? Fucking doing all that bullshit or picking up a ground ball, running 8 feet and stepping on first? And trust me, as a longtime Yankee fan and someone who watches minimum 145, 50 regular season games a year, way too many times where Rizzo's fucking 5 feet away and he's making his pitcher run as if he's fucking conducting some spring training drill. Like, fucking take the ball to first, Rizzo. Yeah, your fucking legs work, dude. Yeah. Now, at the same time, Cole does have to be there.
Yeah.
Okay, also he's got to be moving the first. At the very least, you're moving the first base. Now, you did see Cole kind of point to Rizzo, but if Rizzo's looking at the ball, how is he going to see Cole pointing to him, not saying anything, like taking the first? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Cole froze too because he was shocked he got out of the inning the way he did.
The ball was right on first. All Rizzo has to do is charge. That's the other thing. Anthony.
Well, he was behind the back. He was playing it behind the back. I don't know if you want to charge that with Mookie.
Yes, you can.
It would have been a close play if he would have done that.
Slow ground ball to first base. Charged the motherfucker. No, Johnny, he literally ran around it so he could field it quickly with his right hand to throw it to the pitcher. If he just comes in straight and fucking charges the ground ball, he's practically on first base by the time he gets it. He's probably 4 feet to the left of first. Charge the ground ball, be a man, pick it up, touch first base. You don't need to overcomplicate this
dive
bullshit.
At the fucking bag if you have to.
Did you hear the rumor that Garrett Cole stepped in some of his sticky tack and that's why he didn't leave the mound?
The sticky tack story is 5 years old at this point.
It was until
it's still in Mexico, by the way.
the guy won the Cy Young last year.
It was a joke until they were like, and Garrett Cole's playing with the ball or perhaps some of the sticky substance. The commentator said that at one point.
What the fuck? The commentators. Fucking commentators. We discussed the commentators already. John Smoltz, all he talks about is pitching. Get his ass either out or get a John Kruk in there who can give me some fucking hitting talk.
Oh,
Jesus Christ, it's not all about
fun on the air, man. Like,
and we need to hear about the hitters and not what the fucking goddamn middle reliever is going to do on a 2-1 count when you have fucking major megastars up at the plate. Talk about the megastars, not the fucking goddamn third lefty who comes out of the bullpen in the 6th inning, you fucking cunts.
Or how everything's fucking hard. I watch baseball. I know it's hard. You just keep talking. That's the only thing. Like, it's a hard sport. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know. We all know it's hard.
Dude.
My favorite part
Bob
is
Uecker. Bob Uecker's still alive. Put him on the mic, man.
He does. He still does home games for the Brewers, but I think he might be retiring. They said.
Yeah. God bless.
the best part about having a guy who only talks about pitching is when one of the Yankees closer only throws changeups. He has nothing to talk about those entire innings.
I know, and he keeps saying it like, maybe a fastball here, maybe a fastball here, maybe a fastball here, maybe a fastball here. It's like he's not going to throw the fucking fastball. Tommy Kahnle's only going to throw changeups, okay? Jesus Christ. But for Aaron Judge he kicked it off. Let's just be honest. Yeah, his error was first. And now Aaron Judge is going to have a Ted Williams thing if he can't win a championship. That's it. And
I think this was the best window, too, because I don't know what's going to happen with Soto, dude.
Absolutely. Last Davey Mac Sports Program, I mentioned this. I said Ted Williams talked about hitting only 200 in his one World Series appearance. He talked about that till the day he died. He said, it's my only regret in baseball, and it'll haunt me until I died. And even when he died, it was haunting that fucking
I think he still
bastard.
does it when they plug his head in at night. I think that's what he talks about.
I should have hit better in 1946. But that's the truth, man. You don't get a million shots at this shit. All right? It's been 15 fucking years since the Yankees had their last opportunity at this shit.
And this was the best thing we've had in a while, dude. Like, it's been a while. The bullpen was fucking good. We haven't had such a good bullpen.
I know. The bullpen was surprisingly good. This was all on the captain, Aaron Judge.
Yeah. Boone, too, though. Boone,
Boone
really
was terrible. The two Aarons just fucked us so hard. Boone's decision-making, that fucking Nestor decision in game one.
He didn't pinch hit in game. Why the fuck he put Trevi in the pinch hit, bases loaded and shit?
And we never saw Jason Dominguez, dude. We never saw Jason Dominguez. He's their 21-year-old.
He ran him in the fucking ALCS. That's it.
You gotta at least give Dominguez one at-bat in the World Series for a little experience.
And fucking Verdugo was the last out. Striking out was even worse. Like,
it was awful. This is the worst loss.
And they'll bring him back next year. Watch.
Oh, they're bringing him back. They're bringing him back. And I said to you, the Yankees are officially cursed. Cashman, that fucking asshole has cursed this goddamn team. And let's just say this till the day I die. 3 people could have been Yankees, wanted to be Yankees, flirted with the Yankees. Bryce Harper, Manny Machado, and Freddie Freeman, the World Series MVP for the Dodgers.
We got Rizzo though. That's a good trade. Nothing bad can
Yeah,
happen.
we
of
got
that.
Rizzo. We could have had Freddie Freeman.
We got
Hal
Rizzo.
didn't want to fucking spend the money. We could have had Manny Machado at third. Hal didn't want to spend the money. We could have had Bryce Harper in the outfield or a first baseman, since he's learned how to play that position.
Well, it's the Yankees. They would put him at third. So
Hal didn't want to spend the money. And listen, I'm not fucking. If Hal doesn't want to, if Brian Cashman can't convince Hal Steinbrenner to spend the money, then he's a weak general manager. Get him out. If you, as a general manager, can't say, boss, look, we need talent upgrades, massive talent upgrades in this position, this position, this position. You know what the Dodgers do? The Dodgers, when they need someone, get the best there is, the best all-star available. Oh, does that sound familiar? That used to be how the Yankees used to do it.
No, the best part about it too is during that Fox broadcast, they talked about how when they lost the pitcher, the Japanese kid, they're sitting outside in California, Cashman, Boone, and somebody else. And he's like, we're gonna lose him because of the weather. What kind of shit is that? You have money. Money beats weather any fucking day of the week.
They just released a fucking chart that shows how much money they ranked all of the Major League Baseball teams in terms of their net profit annual and what they spend, the percentage of that net profit that they spend on their team.
Okay.
The fucking Mets are actually spending all of their profit on their payroll, but again, because their owner is a billionaire.
No.
Now, but you have the Dodgers, guess where the Yankees are ranked? 18th.
Get the fuck out of here. No
18th.
way.
They spend 48%. Right. They make over $600 million.
Yeah.
And they spend $300 million on their payroll.
What?
18th.
So they're pocketing
the
rest of the money? Like, what are they doing with the rest of the money?
I don't know.
Dude,
bringing in illegals.
No, I mean, it's Hal Steinbrenner fucking putting it in his pocket.
What happened to Hank? Is he still around?
Hank died.
No, Hank Steinbrenner died. I liked him.
Hank Steinbrenner died. Yeah, Hank looked kind of stupid, but I agree. He looked like George, and he had more of the "we're gonna win type attitude.
Like to schmooze the players and shit, which I like. You need to do that.
Hal Steinbrenner, meanwhile, nice little put together Caucasian man, and yet he has no competitive juice. He's got no fire. He's got no passion. He just doesn't. He's looking at his bottom line saying, man, if we get 3.5-4 million fans in the stadium each and every year, we're making millions and millions and millions of dollars, which they are. And he's happy about that.
I mean, he can coast on the fact that they made the world. The fan base is going to hate it, but he can coast on that for a while. But
exactly.
Let's say they lose Soto, but they bring back Boone. What the fuck happens?
If they lose Juan Soto.
I'm scared of that, though.
If they lose Juan Soto, there's going to be a fucking revolt around Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, God.
A revolt. A fucking rebellion.
I like Georgia's daughter, too. She's still around. She likes Latin guy. She's married to a Latin dude. I think he was
for an older lady. She's not bad looking. I always thought that as well.
Dude. She's a bad bitch right there.
It's kind of true. She's a nice looking older lady. George's
kind of tell she likes to get her hair pulled from the back. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, John.
Like those silk stocking type shit.
Okay, please. That is the daughter of George Steinbrenner, sir.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But if they let Juan Soto walk, forget about it, man. I mean, honestly, forget about it. No one, the team will get destroyed.
But then they'll fucking trade over like, yo, we bought back Torres and Rizzo at a discount. Like, what the fuck?
I know. Well, Glaber's gone.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Glaber's a free agent.
Good fucking leadoff hitter. I'm going to miss him, but we can't bring him back.
I like Gleyber Torres. I've never had an issue with Gleyber Torres.
No, he can't run bases, dog. He's a rally killer.
But here's the thing, since 2018, no one's had more walk-off hits than Gleyber Torres. He's a clutch hitter. He's a clutch hitter. He's always been a clutch hitter. So I've got no issues with Gleyber, but I think they're going to let him walk. Rizzo's gone. Yeah. But, they can't let Juan Soto get away. Because if they do, what's the point of anyone watching the Yankees next year? I mean, let's be honest.
To be fair, too, we fucked ourselves. We should have signed him before the beginning of spring training because his rate's going to go up.
Oh, I know.
I don't think he's a $700 million guy.
This is also the other fucking shit that, Hal Steinbrenner can't get through his fucking dumb head. And probably Brian Cashman is guilty of this as well. 4 or 5 years ago, whenever Bryce Harper was a free agent, and he was like, I'd love to be on the Yankees. Mickey Mantle is my favorite player. I want to be on the Yankees. And what he was asking for is 10 years, $30 million. The Yankees thought 4 or 5 years ago that was too expensive. And now you're getting Ohtani making $70 million a year. And they're saying Soto is probably going to have to get 50, 60 $1 million a year. In other words, hey, you fucking idiots. Do you know how economics work? Yeah. If you had given Bryce Harper the $30 million for 10-year contract 4 or 5 years ago, that'd be a steal. That'd be a discount now.
Definitely. Now, what you go to? We got to pay Cole tonight. I think the deadline's tonight to give him a year of $36 million because he opted out.
We're paying Aaron Judge over $40 million. That's my point. We could have Bryce Harper locked in for 5-6 years at $30 million. It would be like, what the fuck? We got some blue light special over here.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I could put up Judge's numbers in the World Series for $40 million a year.
And the problem with that choking is because they were kind of set up. They had good pitching. The Dodgers were using the fuck out of their bullpen.
Yeah. It was like every inning they just had another guy.
And offensively, that fucking fly ball dropping moron Aaron Judge actually had been coming around. We can't say he hadn't been. Okay? Yeah. He had been coming around. So, they were set up, I think, to at least get to a Game 7, and then who the fuck knows?
I think we win in a Game 7. They'd have to use their best pitch in Game 6.
Brian Cashman, by the way, has a decision to make today. Garrett Cole has opted out of his contract.
$36 million today. They got to pay him.
The Yankees can decide, okay, we want Garrett Cole back. They have to give him 1 more year. Mm-hmm. And if they do that, Garrett Cole's coming back. If not, then he is a free agent. They could still go after him in free agency period. But the point is,
it's going to hurt on the Soto sweepstakes.
I don't even know what this is. One disaster after another.
Yeah, it's like, dude. I don't.
And by the way, let me just say this: the LA Dodgers are a bunch of fucking creeps. Just like Hollywood and everything in Los Angeles. You guys are just fucking low rent pieces of shit. After the game, rather than being happy, they couldn't just say, yeah, man, we refuse to give up. They were like, well, we knew the bad Yankee defense would show up, and we took advantage.
You got to kind of like them shit talking, though. I'm not mad at that.
Oh, come on. You're shit talking when you just win the World Series. You're not happy.
All right, but look, like, let's say they ask you a question, but you were like, you know what? We were on the field with another good team. The way they played, that was not a good team. It was like, fuck it. We beat the shit out of you. One of our guys got mugged. Shout out to those assholes.
Dude, if fucking Judge doesn't drop that ball and that thing goes to a Game 6, the whole narrative switches into an Ohtani's corner because he did jack and shit the entire World Series and most of the postseason. He was having a dreadful World Series. And so the whole narrative would be on fucking him.
Speaking of good and bad teams, Dave Marucci in the chat says Roy at third base, Bronx Johnny at shortstop, Bobby at second base, and Dave at first. We get 100 wins minimum.
It's a solid infield. I mean, at my age, I don't know if I can throw across the diamond, but
Roy doesn't have the arm for third base. You'd have to put Roy at second.
But
Roy's
it's the Yankees. They would definitely put him at third base.
Yeah. I got shingles, man. I don't know. I'm not throwing that ball very
Roy's the
hard.
Otani of our
I
show.
gotta switch that whole thing around. Probably have Bobby at third, Johnny at short, Roy at second. I'm sorry. And yes, I will play first base.
Well, you're the taller one. You'd have to play first base.
I played first base in high school, John. I hit 389, motherfucker.
Ooh,
I
nice.
should have been out there. I don't do that pussy shit of I'm going to catch a ground ball and then pretend that my legs no longer work. So you're forced. I'm forcing the pitcher to get it. Again, I get the concept. Oh, pitcher's got to cover first. Yes, they do. And you know what? A first baseman can also run his fat ass to first base.
Yeah.
Guess who's closer? The first baseman is closer to the base. So why wouldn't you fucking want that? The first baseman has to go out when that ball is really in the gap between first and second base, and he's really far off of first base to the right.
Even on the lip of the grass, he was center dirt. He could have easily tagged the bag, but
Just
whatever.
Fucking charge the ball and go and keep running in and touch first. Would have beat Mookie Betts by 8 feet.
To be fair, though, I had a theory about Rizzo why he didn't do it. He might have bet on the Dodgers, right, to win it in 5. Now, hold on a second. Remember, his 2 fingers were broke. I didn't see him break them in the game. Supposedly, when he got hit by a pitch, I think he got deep in with his paisans and they broke his fingers. And then they reminded him before the game, like you said, 5, right? I'm like, all right. Yeah, you know what?
So you're
right.
thinking Anthony Rizzo's 2 fingers were broken by members of the
Goombas.
mafia? By the
Goombas,
mob.
yeah.
You're saying so we're going with Anthony Rizzo owed money for what? Gambling?
Yeah, Chicago, New York, kind of different. That's where he played, right? A little weird to me.
So Anthony Rizzo owed money to the mob for gambling and didn't use his millions of dollars of baseball money, but stiffed the mob. They broke his 2 fingers.
Yeah.
That's the
He
theory.
kept joking in the ALCS, like they took my thumbs, Charlie. Oh, wait a minute. That makes sense, actually.
Jeez.
Remember, he kept running around like they took my thumbs, Charlie.
Well, I'm going to tell you what. I told you motherfuckers before this season began, didn't I? Brian Cashman, the Yankees general manager, is the curse.
He's compromised. I think the reason why they don't fire Boone is Boone's got pictures of him in the Diddy party. Remember, he likes to cheat on his wife. I'm just saying.
He's not married anymore.
Go figure. With that fucking amazing personality, would you imagine a bedroom talk? Like, I like to drink.
Brian Cashman got divorced, and now he spends his time fucking jumping out of skydiving. He likes to jump out of airplanes, and then he likes to rappel up New York City buildings. So he went from being a normal general manager to being fucking Dan Cortez on MTV Sports. Like this fucking guy's had the worst midlife crisis I've ever seen.
His fucking secretaries better be stacked. She got like a fat ass too.
Well, I heard Cashman hires hookers and then has them do around the house tasks, like clean up, because he's used to using it people at positions they're not used to.
Ouch.
I know it's 50 for a blowjob. How much to get to put this TV stand together?
Oh my God. Let's play the fucking Brian Cashman song one time for the last time of 2020. Cashman's time is fucking still. The fuck? Goddamn fast trigger, goddamn fucking freak. What is
Restream.
West?
Restream. It's fucking up today.
I can vouch for that, David.
Jesus Christ. I was literally 2 words into a sentence. For the final time in 2024, we're going to play this song that was, don't forget, created and recorded in December of 2023 after the Yankees' fucking pathetic year last season in which they failed to make the playoffs. And I have gone on the record and say they will not win a World Series until Brian Cashman is gone. And now after this, come on, folks, after this meltdown, there's more and more truth to that. Cashman is the jinx. Now hit my music.
Davey Mac Sports Program. Davey Mac Sports Program.
Fire that Barry. Cashman's time. Cashman! Fire that ferret! Cashman's time is up! Fire that ferret! We don't give a fuck! Fire that ferret! He's a real has-been until Cashman's out! The Yanks won't win! Gallo got you hard! Donaldson Ninja spanking! Haven't seen that deal that bad! This man had to trade it for a blanket! Oh yeah, make it sound nice, right? Tiny brain and shifty eyes, flub after flub, looking like I'm on a dude, drown him in the tub. You're as pale as powder, got more color on my ass hand. Hey, Halstein, better fire Brian Cashman. Let's go. Fire that ferret. Cashman's time is up. Fire that ferret. We don't give a fuck. Fire that ferret. He's a real has-been until Cashman's out. The Yanks won't win. Let's go. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program! Brian Cashman, you know what time it is! How about that, John?
That was fucking awesome.
You like that, Johnny?
You need it, dude. You got to put that on Reddit. Share that on Reddit, man. That'll blow up.
Gotta put it on Reddit?
Hell yeah, that'll blow
All
up.
right, buddy. That's what we're gonna do right now.
Put it on Reddit. All right, let's do this. Let's put it on Reddit, buddy.
I thought he was gonna give us some actual advice of that was meaningful. It's instead of, hey, Dave,
Hey,
Johnny, you might as well have just said, hey, Dave, David Roy and Bobby, share that song
On YouTube.
online.
Yeah, put that online to make us some views.
Fuck, you sounded like my 83-year-old mother right
I'm
there.
not young.
David, you should put that on the YouTube. I think you could be one of those big YouTubers like a Logan Paul. Oh, that's good. That song has never been more poignant than it is today. It really is. Because even though those guys like Gallo and Donaldson aren't there, it's a perfect example.
Yeah.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Brian Cashman must have seen fucking Moneyball with Brad Pitt and thought like, this is the greatest movie of all time and that's how I need to act. And the problem is the Yankees should not be acting like the Oakland A's. The Yankees don't need to participate in Moneyball. The whole concept of Moneyball was how do you build a team when you have no money? The Yankees don't have that problem. Okay?
I mean, the way whatever they're funneling the rest of the money with, maybe. That's crazy.
They make over $600 million a season.
Yeah.
They can pay, if they want to have a $350 million payroll, they're going to be just fine.
Yeah.
They're going to still get to keep over $250 million after that. Plus, I'm pretty sure they probably saved some money.
It's fair to say Yankees are probably the biggest brand sports-wise in the world.
Yes.
I've been in Angola before, and they've had Yankee hats out there. They don't know what a fucking baseball is, but they know what the Yankees are and shit. It's crazy.
The Yankee hat, just in and of itself, is iconic. You have people wearing Yankee hats that never watched a fucking inning of baseball in their life.
Yeah.
Holy shit, Johnny! You know what? That'll end the Yankee talk because it's so depressing to me. I'm very depressed, and I'd like to do something different to change the direction of the show.
Day. At least you got the election coming up, so that'll be relaxing. That'll be nice.
I don't even give a shit about that shit, man. Who are you voted? Who are you voting for?
Don't ask me that, dude.
You have to.
I don't know. I voted. That's it.
A new rule in America. You have to tell everyone who you voted for.
No.
And you have.
I don't even do the fucking sticker because they give. I don't want that shit. It's like Nazi numbers on your arm and shit. Who gives a fuck? Don't ask what the fuck I'm doing.
I voted. I'm writing in you. I'm writing in Bronx Johnny for president.
I actually did write my name in for one of the positions in town for the school board. I don't think I'm gonna get it though. I have experience. I was like, fuck it. I can run a budget.
Well, let's get to know you a little bit better. It's everyone's favorite segment with Johnny. It's really become Johnny's segment. It's Interrogation with Bronx Johnny.
Oh my God, what is it? Is this like a stop and frisk every time I'm on the fucking show? Like, what the fuck, dude?
I'm not gonna lie to you. The answer is yes. You're only because Flutzy who's from Puerto Rico, hasn't done the show in over a year and a half. You're our only minority, so we have to take full advantage of that.
This isn't the ring where I can just go through your computer screen and steal your shit, you know?
Johnny, what I'm saying is, Interrogation with Bronx Johnny, you help educate lots of Caucasians like myself and Roy
Yeah.
about how the other side lives, how the POCs live.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
So let's do Interrogation with Bronx Johnny. Your bit now.
I guess.
Name and location, please.
Bronx Johnny, Boston, Massachusetts.
It's weird, isn't it, Roy? His name is Bronx Johnny, and he's from Boston, Massachusetts these days.
Yeah. You go where the getting's good, you know what I'm saying? Or at least supposedly.
Johnny, would you fuck a robot for $100?
Yeah, I'd fuck anything for $100. I don't care. I need the money.
Male robot like C-3PO?
I mean, I don't know if that would matter because that'd be the one fucking it. It wouldn't be fucking me, right? So it's
correct.
okay.
You would be fucking it, but it's still 3PO. You would fuck 3PO?
Yeah. I mean, that's the only robot I ever saw that had AIDS, but you know, it's whatever.
I want to state for the record, C-3PO does not have AIDS.
It looked like it did, and the way it talked, a little flamboyant for its time. You know what I mean?
Okay. I'm asking the questions here, pal.
Okay.
Johnny, someone approaches you with $1 million.
Mm-hmm.
All you have to do is every time you shit online for 1 year.
Yeah, I can do that shit. I'd do that for $20.
Now your dick and everything is out. We're gonna set up the camera in your bathroom so that all of you is exposed.
So I'm not shitting in a toilet, then I'm squatting over something?
No, you're shitting in a toilet, but we want all of but the pants have to be down to your ankles.
You ain't gonna see my dick if I'm sitting on the toilet, Dave. How big do you think my dick is? If you're sitting down shitting, you can't see your dick.
I think you can. I mean,
not the camera though. Like, what do you?
No, but we're gonna have the camera's not gonna be on the ground. We're gonna have that camera up like 8 feet in the air. You'll be able. We're gonna see your dick, bud.
Yeah, that don't bother me. No.
All right.
Whatever.
He says yes. Johnny, who's the most dishonest person you know in radio or podcasting? Dishonest.
You're a fucking asshole.
It's interrogation, John. You listen. Oh my God! There he goes.
I was gonna say Roy.
Yeah,
I was gonna say Roy Harter.
Wait, I missed his answer.
Johnny, repeat your answer. Who is the most dishonest person in radio or podcasting?
I'd say Roy Harter. I met a guy named Roy Harter. He lies a lot.
Roy Harter.
I'll take it.
I mean, he's not necessarily wrong, Roy. It was the first intelligent thing Johnny said on Interrogation ever.
Out of the 20 times you've done it, like
Johnny, what do you think you could fill it faster? Okay, it's a race. Someone's going to give you a gallon, an empty gallon,
okay,
and an empty pint. What do you think you could fill faster? A gallon of puke or a pint of jizz?
Pint of jizz, easy.
No, not a lot of semen, though, comes out, John. And if you're going to have to fill that whole pint.
Yeah, but like fucking puke in a gallon is a lot, dude. Like it's at least 3 pukes. Maybe
yeah, but
more.
You go out, you have like a really hard night. You could fucking get that gallon done, like at least halfway done the next morning.
I want to let you down, but I'm a cranberry and vodka guy now. So it's like, I don't know if I'm going to be puking that much.
Cranberry and vodka? What are you, on your period?
Yeah, there you go. That's the joke here the townies like to say, you know, because it's fucking Boston.
Because it was from the fucking Departed.
I know, but I know that. I know that, but they say it every fucking time.
Well, of course.
It's like,
it's,
you know,
it's the most famous, gangster Boston movie ever.
It's one of them, yeah.
One of them? What am I? What? You like The Town with Ben Affleck or something?
That was a good fucking underrated film, if you ask me.
Yeah, it's not like The Departed, is it, John?
It's better than The Departed.
Oh, fuck you.
It's more violence.
Oh, stop.
Johnny Nicholson didn't even try an accent, man. That shit was rough.
Terrible opinion. Johnny, would you live with 1,000 frogs in your home for a year or one lion?
1,000 frogs, because you can eat that. The legs are pretty good. You ever have frog's legs? Delicious.
I gotta be honest. I would have chosen the lion.
Nah, they shit too much, man. And you got to feed that motherfucker. Frogs
Fucking
take care of
1,000
flies.
frogs. They're jumping out like at nighttime. I gotta like.
They
be
leave
creeped
at
out
some
by
point.
some
They're not
frog fucking jumping on my head.
Yeah, but they're not gonna kill anybody. Like, and they'll eat insects that are around the house.
I'll just lock my fucking bedroom door at night so the lion doesn't kill me. But
That's true. A lion's not strong enough to break down that titanium door that you have in your house. That's a good point.
Johnny,
Yeah,
for $2,000, would you fart in a priest's mouth?
I do that shit for free. I don't like priests. They got too much power, man. Like, what the fuck do they actually do and shit? They reassure you when shit's bad. Like, yeah, you know, your mother died, but she's going to a place. Word, how do you know that shit? You been there, cocksucker?
Johnny's neighborhood, Roy, in Boston is actually Mystic River.
Yeah.
Fucking, you don't like priests, he says. What kind of Catholic have you become, my friend? We used to have so much in common. Besides, I'm the Caucasian of the group.
Yeah. You're very Irish Catholic looking. You'd be accepted anyway.
Weren't you Catholic at one point?
I still haven't baptized my kids, so I don't know anymore. Like, I gotta baptize them. That's the thing.
Johnny,
Yeah.
name someone you know in radio or podcasting that you believe you could murder and get away with. You get away with the murder, but who would you be able to choose in radio or podcasting that you think you could kill?
Oh, my buddy Frank from Gas Digital. He's so like quiet, nobody would know he's gone anyway. Love that dude, but nobody would know he's gone. I could do his voice over the phone, like, yeah, no, do that. That's
Frank?
good.
Frank from Gas Digital.
Yeah, I love Frank. He's a good dude.
You love him?
Yeah, but I mean, if I could get away with him, it'd be Frank. I don't think Frank leaves his apartment unless he has to work, and then that's it. He's one of those dudes.
All right, you want a controversial statement from me?
Yeah.
You don't think you could murder Chris? I'm not saying we want to, but listen, how easy would it be to kill Chris Pepper Stanley and then make it look like he's on a bender? He like fucking went crazy, went on some Hunter S. Thompson drug-fueled bender and just left radio and disappeared. Maybe he's traveling the planet, like traveling the world.
He's sober for a while now. He doesn't do nothing.
That's what I'm saying. We could fake that he went fucking crazy.
He went AWOL. Yeah, but he's a high personality. You'd be able to tell he's missing. You know what I mean?
You would notice he's missing.
Yeah.
That's not my point. It would be easier to fake. That we'll just get to a fucking thing for Chris Pepper Stanley, a flight from JFK to like Madrid, and then we're gonna make it seem like he's all fucked up on drugs, like traveling Europe. We don't know what the fuck happened to him.
But then what do you do with the body?
We put it in the fucking Hudson River. What do you think we're gonna do with it?
It's big boy. That's a lot. You got it. It's Then you got a conspiracy. That's more than one person to move.
Well, you got fucking your first baseman Davey Mac and your second baseman Roy Harter and your third baseman Bobby Timber to help you.
I could feel like that'd pop up on a topic on one of the shows and shit. Where do you think Pippen went? I'm like, oh, dude.
He's one of the smiley face killing victims. All of a sudden, they think he drowned pissing in a river.
Yeah. I think we could fake something bad happened to him that he created. That's my point.
You know what?
It's hard to get away with
somebody that we know. I think Earl could easily go missing and nobody would notice.
See, but here's the thing. We kill Earl, right?
Well, he's your only black friend, so I can see where you'd have hesitancy in that.
Yeah.
That'd be a little rough for you.
Wait a second. I thought you were black.
Oh.
What are you?
I'm mixed. I'm American, though. When they ask at the voting booth, I always say American.
He's mixed. Like a cake, Roy. Like a fucking Duncan Hines.
What the fuck?
All right.
Oh, shit.
People would notice Earl was missing when everything on Bennington started to go smoothly. There were no major errors. They'd be like, I guess Earl's dead.
Show's really working out. All the commercial breaks are perfectly timed. Johnny.
Yeah.
Still interrogation with Bronx Johnny here. Johnny.
Yeah, he's a mom.
This one I like. This one, I'm curious. For $100,000, John, would you allow scientists to sew a parrot on your shoulder? Parrot would never go away. They would surgically sew it to your shoulder, and you'd have to have that parrot with you, obviously at all times for 1 year. Would you do that for $100,000?
No. Reason being, parrots shit and they talk a lot. So, like, if I'm hanging out, I did some dirt, parrot's gonna snitch on me.
Well, he would fart in a priest's mouth.
Yeah.
He would murder people, but he would not allow a parrot to be sewn to his shoulder. That's the one that I would do. I would fucking be walking around with my goddamn parrot at all time.
Like, could you imagine doing your show and the parrot's behind you, then blowing your bit? Like, wait a minute, I didn't even get to the punchline.
I would just rebrand this whole thing the Davey Mac Pirate Program. And I'd get a little pirate hat.
A little pirate hat.
Johnny, when was the last time you lied? And for what reason, please?
Oh, shit. I forgot what I told my wife yesterday, but I know it was yesterday.
Yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, the missus asked me something crazy. I want to call it stupid. So I just lied. Like, you always avoid the arguments. You know what I mean?
Make sure she doesn't watch this episode, obviously.
I mean, unless you got some fucking closed caption in Spanish, it's probably not, Dave. Like,
now, we just talked about these two gentlemen. I had forgotten that there was an interrogation question about them. So, who would you rather give oral sex to, Chris Pepper Stanley or Earl Douglas?
Oh, Chris.
Any reason for that?
Because I know him better. I feel more comfortable putting that in my mouth.
I mean, that's probably the reason why I wouldn't be giving oral sex to someone. Like, if I knew them better, I'm not going to want to, like, ever run into them
for
again.
The both of you. Earl would probably like it. Earl would probably hold your head hard and, like, shove it down your throat because it'd be a hate fuck.
Fuck it.
You don't want him to hate fuck your mouth. It's like, no, I don't want to do that either.
Bronx Johnny and Chris Pepper Stanley are putting together a new show called My Own Private Idaho. And it's going to feature all kinds of fun things.
Yeah.
Johnny, what's the best sports show of all time?
I'd say Davey Mac Sports Show.
That ends interrogation. The Bronx Johnny. Well, you got
one
one
big
right.
Man, just in case I forget, happy birthday, huh?
Oh, thank you, Johnny. Yeah, I should thank everybody. I got a lot of wonderful well wishes and happy birthdays.
Well, at your age, it's you know, everybody knows you got to make sure you're still around.
Well, it was wonderful. I got wonderful texts, wonderful
like a
notes,
wellness check.
Wonderful, just lots of wonderful comments. It was a very blessed day. So I thank everyone. I was very depressed after the Yankees loss.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
I can imagine.
It's one of those things where after the Yankees lost, I wasn't watching Sports Center or anything. We do a sports show, so I'm still going to watch games. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still going to watch all of the games. But I literally can't watch Sports Center right now because there inevitably is always going to be some kind of fucking segment about the Yankees and Dodgers and all that bullshit.
What you should do, though, is like rewatch the victory parade they had for the Liberty. Heard it was huge. New York lost its fucking mind. What a team. What a moment.
Did they have that
too? You know that, right?
Did they have that parade?
Probably had some CVS or Walgreens where the fuck they could fit those broads in. You know they're on strike right now, right? They want a better deal. The WNBA wants a better deal.
They lose money every year. They can't comprehend this.
Yeah,
So don't take my word for it. Wall Street Journal released a thing that said that they lost at least $50 million this year.
Yeah.
That they cannot afford to pay their players NBA salaries. What are we talking about?
Right there.
And when they got a pot of gold dropped in their laps in the fucking form of Caitlin Clark, all they did was shit all over her and her fans.
So treated her like a straight white woman.
I'm not saying that. See, I was way too early on the Caitlin Clark discussion. I just called it like it is, but yet again, I said it before anyone else. And Johnny, I literally had black people on my Facebook fucking saying that, I should be in the Ku Klux Klan. I'm like, huh?
Should be?
You should be. Why? Because fuck that. Don't pay no mind to that. I know you're not.
Because I said Caitlin Clark is better than Angel Reese, which she is. Everyone with fucking eyeballs can see that.
They play different games, but she's way better at everything.
Yeah, no shit. But I can also say Michael Jordan's better than Dennis Rodman. Can I not?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
I mean, it is the same race, but yeah, I
can
guess.
I say who is better? They're both going to go in the Hall of Fame. But who is the bigger star? Steph Curry or Draymond Green?
Steph.
Steph Curry.
The light-skinned brother is what you mean, right?
Steph Curry. Yeah. Angel Reese is Draymond Green. Let's not fucking get it twisted. Rebounds are nice to have, but you got to have a complete game.
Especially with those nails. That must be hard for her.
When someone can shoot the way she shoots, 28-foot threes, and on top of that, pass the way she passes, stop it. Stop.
I think I could solve the WNBA's problem, Dave. What if they took bitch-ass Karl Anthony Towns and set him there since he plays like a woman anyway, and then he can fit right in?
Wrong timing. Karl Anthony Towns has been fucking great the last 2 or 3 Knicks games, my man, because as the fucking Giants suck dick and the Yankees fucking absolutely choked, I'm resorted to my Mount Rushmore is Yankees, Giants, Jets, Jets. Oh, I can't believe
God.
Yankees, Giants, Knicks.
Yeah.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
But Notre Dame's not going to win the college football playoff. They should probably be eligible if they win out and don't choke anymore. Losing to fucking North Illinois State didn't need to happen. Otherwise, they'd be undefeated. So I watch every single Irish game. But I have to put all my eggs in the Knicks basket now.
Don't do that.
Karl Anthony Towns just had fucking 44 points, Bobby.
Have you ever seen his post-game interviews? That boy is zesty, man.
Yeah, and think of all the
brother.
Think of all the teams you just mentioned. Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois. The Yankees star Aaron Judge did what in the World Series? Choked and let him down. The Giants aren't good enough to have anybody choke under pressure because there's never any pressure. And I'm telling you, when it comes to the moment of clutchness, Karl Anthony Towns is going to shrink away. That's what he's done his whole career.
Let's see. We gotta see. We just have to see. He's gotta fucking shed that reputation. Judge was on his way until he dropped a fucking fly ball.
Like a Charlie Brown.
It's a living nightmare that I'm in. I still find it hard to believe it happened. Kevin Durant on Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, I saw that.
Look at this quote. Yeah, Stephen A. I don't understand how people even listen to Stephen A. I've been in the league for 18 years. I've never seen Stephen A. at a practice or a film session or a shoot-around. I've never seen him anywhere but on TV talking shit about players. He's a clown to me. He's always been a clown. You can write that.
I mean, I don't know if press is allowed at shoot-arounds, right? Are they allowed at shoot-arounds?
Yeah.
That's normal.
Do these guys have any concept that is what sports talk is? And maybe you just got to avoid it. Do they not understand?
Shit, though, dude. Durant's always been soft.
I promise you, if it were up to the players of almost every sports league, there would be no media. And where these fucking maroons have brain damage thinking is because no media, nobody covering your sport, then your sport's dead. Then no one gives a shit. If you get no coverage in the media, it's like your sport doesn't exist and you're not getting the millions and millions of dollars.
I'd say that with social media, you could probably promote your brand solo a little bit better. But the way Kevin Durant is, he'd probably fight with himself if he said something the wrong fucking way. He's an idiot sometimes.
Well, Kevin Durant, don't forget, a few years ago was caught tweeting from his burner account. He had a fake Twitter and started the fucking dude. Or he was tweeting like it was his burner account, I think, but from the Kevin Durant account, like, hey, leave Kevin Durant alone.
Gosh. Well,
did you hear the other news going around about Kevin Durant, Dave?
What?
So, do you remember when he signed with the Golden State Warriors right after they swept his team and nobody could really figure out why? It wasn't better money. It wasn't any. So, the rumor is the main weed dealer in Oakland hit him up and was like, I have the best weed on the market. I will have your apartment stocked 24/7. So, the reason he signed with the Warriors was to get that free weed.
He should have stuck with the Warriors. Still be getting
gone to
that
the
free
Celtics.
weed.
Would have been better for his legacy and shit. But
100%. 100%. Because with Klay Thompson out of here, it would have been like, this is the Steph KD team.
Yeah.
By the way, the Warriors, top 3 teams in the East. Cavs, Celtics, Knicks. Top 3 teams in the West. Thunder, Suns, Warriors. Now, KD's on the Suns.
Yeah.
But the Warriors are looking good. So it could be a good NBA season. All right, let's do some quick NFL and get the fuck out of here.
Long season.
Look, it's frustrating being right all the time. It's frustrating. No, it just is.
Yeah.
At some point, do listeners and audience members of the Davey Mac Sports Program say, wow, everything that he says comes true a fucking, 6 months later? Everything.
That white tree you got back there got paid off for betting money. People should recognize that.
Well, fucking 8 months ago, I fucking told you the Giants cannot allow Saquon Barkley to leave the team because he's the best player on the team.
Yeah.
There's no point of letting your best player on the team get away, but especially for a measly $500,000 a year, which they could have simply given him. The Eagles give him $12.5 million a year for 3 years. Giants could have had him back for $13 million for 3 years. Instead, they got Danny Jones making $42 million.
Insane.
And look at the fucking play he made with the Eagles yesterday.
He fucking jumped backwards and shit.
I've never seen it before. No one's ever seen. People have seen plenty of guys hurdle other players.
Yeah.
No one has ever seen a guy hurdle a defensive player backwards.
Put his nuts in that dude's nostrils.
Backwards.
Basically.
Show the clip, Robert. This is fucking crazy. Look at this.
1, 2.
Watch this. Backwards. Show it again. I can't believe this shit. He does a spin move with his back facing the tackler. He jumps over the guy. Look at this. What?
Howard Cosell would have said something I'm not going to repeat, but
Johnny, I got that reference. I got it, baby. I got it, Daddy. That is spectacular. That's the single greatest running back move I have ever seen. Period. Yeah. There is not one better running back move you will ever see. That is better than that.
Mm.
And I don't care if you're not taught to fucking hurdle the guy backwards. Who gives a shit? He did, and he ends up getting 4 more yards. And first down. Keep in mind.
Golly.
It's amazing. And the Giants let that fucking guy go.
Didn't they show that shit on Hard Knocks too when the general manager's kids are in the office and they tell him, Dad, sign Saquon.
Giants general manager Joe Shane was confronted on that show by the owner, John Mara, who said, Giants owner John Mara said, if we lose Saquon to Philly, to the Eagles, a divisional rival, I will have a, quote, hard time sleeping at night. And all that Joe Shane did was basically say to the owner, fuck you. Yeah. I'm going to do things my way for some stupid reason. Just like Brian Cashman, I think I know better than the sport. Yeah. These general managers need to get off their own dicks.
What's that term they use? He tried to Jew down Saquon on his money on the contract, right? Is that the term?
I don't think that's a term that we use
the parlance
here.
Of the times? I apologize.
It's no, John. Jesus Christ. It's embarrassing. Other football shit, the Bills beat the Dolphins 30-27.
Giants a lot closer than it should have been.
Yeah. Giants did lose to the Commanders. See, here's why the Giants are a bad team. You really want to know why? Because they actually didn't play. They didn't play badly yesterday. They actually played well, and they can't even win games where they play well. They can't do it.
They gave it up on 3rd and 18, and I think on a 3rd and short play. I'm like, what the fuck?
When you play well and you still lose, that actually is the sign of a really bad team going nowhere.
They could have gotten Jaden Daniels this year, but no, they stuck with fucking.
That's another guy, the goddamn Joe Shane, the Giants general manager. That's another guy. His son on the show wanted to be drafted. He said, "Dad, draft Jaden Daniels. You only get this job once." The wisest thing any fucking kid has ever told their parent.
I think the GM got remarried, so that kid's that's his stepmom. He should go fuck her and have a good time.
Is that
go fuck his stepmom? I'm pretty sure, yeah. If it's his mom, he shouldn't do it because that's incest, and that's just nasty.
Cowboys lose again. They're 3-5. Put a fork in them. They're done. They're done.
Historical.
They're done. Saints lose 7 in a row.
They fired the coach today.
They fired Dennis Allen, their head coach. They started 2-0. They're 2-7. They fucking suck. You know, Derek Carr. He's always been a middle-of-the-road QB who some people think he's a superstar.
He had substance abuse problems. I respect him for that.
What? Ravens annihilate the Broncos 41-10. Lions beat the Packers 24-14. The Detroit Lions are 7-1.
They're good.
They're the only team that can beat Mahomes.
I don't know about that.
Lamar Jackson chokes every year.
No, I don't know if anybody's beat Mahomes this year. That boy's good, man. And they're going to get healthy playoff time.
Chiefs,
they're
by
not
the
even
way,
healthy yet.
That's true. Chiefs play tonight. They go against the Bucks on Monday Night Football.
Baker's bunch.
Cardinals defeat the Bears 29-9.
Yeah, that was rough.
Now the Bears are a total fucking disaster after that Hail Mary loss.
You just got a shit team over there this year. We'll get better next year, hopefully.
The Bears were blaming one of the guys in their secondary for allowing that Hail Mary because he literally was out of position. He was supposed to be
talking to the crowd like a twat.
And he was supposed to be where the receiver was who caught the ball. He's supposed to be boxing him out. So they scolded him at practice. He just walked out of practice.
Well, no. To be fair, Jay Glazer reported that wrong. He took a second in the locker room, but he came back. So Jay Glazer fucked that kid over.
Jay Glazer said that, on Fox.
Yeah.
He said,
he got the information wrong. They proved it already.
Fucking A. Glazer, Schefter, I can't trust any of them.
Glazer does too much MMA. He's got fucking CTE or whatever the fuck goes on in that fat head of his.
Here are your top 4 candidates for the NFL MVP. Josh Allen, Derrick Henry, Jared Goff, Saquon Barkley.
You don't got Hutchinson from the Lions. That kid's having a year.
He broke his leg 3 weeks ago. He's done.
No, he'll be back before the end of the season.
Well, he's not going to win MVP, John.
I mean, it's good. Shit. You don't got Mahomes on there? You don't like Mahomes?
Look at Mahomes' stats. He's not having a Mahomes year. I will never shit on Mahomes. I'm never, ever going to shit on Patrick Mahomes. He's a champion, and he'll start playing great in the playoffs. But if you look at Patrick Mahomes' statistics,
last year was kind of a downer for him.
It's not. He's not having a great season. Now they just got DeAndre Hopkins, so who knows?
Yeah, maybe they do something there.
But Josh Allen for the Bills is playing like Superman.
Yeah,
Derrick Henry might get his second 2,000-yard season. The Eagles quarterback, Jalen Hurts, has taken a step back, except Saquon Barkley's so fucking great that he has the Eagles at 6-2. Yeah. And Jared Goff, listen to this stat. Ready for something crazy? In Jared Goff's last 6 games, he has 28 touchdowns and 24 incompletions.
Holy shit. That's
He's thrown more touchdowns than incomplete passes.
No, that can't be right. I don't think I've ever heard of that stat.
No one has.
Maybe Brady that 50 touchdown season. Maybe.
The guy was like 18 for 18 in the game and followed that up with like being 20 for 22. The guy's fucking ridiculous. All right.
Do you think Baker tonight beats Mahomes, turns it around, he can win MVP?
No. Baker fucking Mayfield?
He's not bad, though, dude. He's not a bust. You can't call a kid a bust now. He's good.
He would have Cleveland in such a better position if they hadn't gotten rid of him.
That's true. I mean, Cleveland would have been in a better position if they had fucking Flacco.
Be better with Mariota if he put CTE and all at this point.
I mean, every team in the NFL could have had Sam Darnold. Come to think of it, it's like he's 6-2. The he
loves him some milfs.
All right, I'll do it, John. All right, you still doing high society with the Chris's?
It's been like 3 weeks. I haven't called in a while.
When are we gonna call in?
When I fucking find a job, so it's gonna be a while. All right. Dude, I was telling Bobby earlier, so I got to the final stage of a job at a retail spot, and the guy shook my hand. You know, I'm cracking jokes. Everybody's having laughs and shit. Like, all we got to do is your background check. We'll call you in a couple of days. It's been a little bit more than a couple of days, so now I'm worried what the fuck came up in my background check. It's like, what the fuck?
These background checks, I mean, they got to go.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck, man? I didn't rape anybody. Give me a fucking job.
All right, well, fair enough, Johnny. But Boston is treating you well?
Boston is a fucking shithole city. Like, I miss New York. I know we got crime and all of that shit, but you know what? Even the criminals are fucking friendly, at least. Like, they'll rob you and get a fucking laugh out of it. Like, that was pretty good. Take my watch. Fuck, you earned it.
Too many Irish people in Boston?
Nah, there's a lot of transplants out here. Me being one of them, but they're like from different, like Idaho. Who the fuck lives in Idaho? I mean, I could guess why you left. But leave your fucking personality over there, too. Don't fucking come over here and shit. Like, yo, you fucking doing hot dogs at 12 at night. I'm like, yo, hey, neighbor, you want to throw? Like, you making a dick joke, homeboy? I don't do that. What the fuck? Like, no, you really do have hot dogs. No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
Grilling hot dogs at midnight?
Yeah. And, like, they'll wake up and they'll leave the trash out. So Mondays pick up in the morning. The dude waits for the trash guy, goes out there, takes him some fucking coffee and talks to him like, yo, he's got to do his route. Leave him the fuck alone. Like, it's weird. It's weird.
These people from Idaho.
And then, wherever else they're fucking from.
No fucking good, right, Johnny?
I mean, I'm
no
not
good.
I miss my Dominicans from New York. I'm not going to lie. I miss my people.
Do you have anything to...
Oh, no.
He's on mute.
It's the shingles.
Don't worry, Roy, we can't hear you, but that's okay.
November 8th, Torpedoes playing in Long Island at Sea Isle. Am I right?
Go.
So if you want to see Roy and Shano in Torpedo, Sea Isle, November 8th.
Look at how beautiful Roy's hair is. God, I'm jealous.
See that hair live, November 8th, with Roy playing in Torpedo.
Got that Goodfellas hair.
Bobby, anything?
November 23rd, I will be headlining the Laughingstock Comedy Club in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Come out. We need to move tickets so I don't have to kill myself. And speaking of killing yourselves, Dave, can I offer you a quick story? Just you've been down today, and I think this will make you laugh, laughing at somebody else's pain. So I'm not just wearing the Rangers hat because I'm trying to impress somebody. Actually, on Friday, I was walking to the gas station like I do every day. And I walked past a clothing bin where you can donate clothing for the homeless. And I've been down kind of like you. And I was like, you know what? Life could be worse. Yeah. You could need clothes from that bin. Went in, bought myself, walking past the bin, boom, smacked my head off of the clothing bin so bad. Like I'm cut, I'm bleeding. It's going down my face. I'm lying on the ground and I'm looking up at the clothing bin and I realize maybe life can't get worse. Maybe the universe is sending me a message.
Oh, yeah. There's always something worse that could happen.
Yeah. And that message is don't keep treading water, buddy.
Yeah. Life is difficult sometimes. But don't worry. We got a big election tomorrow. And whoever wins is going to fix fucking everything.
Yeah. 1,000,000%.
You'll see. We're not going to be owned by corporations anymore. We're not going to fucking... Our runaway capitalistic society is going to change overnight. No matter who fucking wins. Don't worry. You'll see. In case you can't recognize that I've lost all hope, I have. Yeah. I'm writing in Bronx Johnny as president tomorrow.
Shit. Not after that background check, apparently. Oh, fuck.
And that's how we'll end it for Bobby Tamburo, Roy Harter, special guest, Bronx Johnny. Thank you all for watching and listening. I'm Davey Mac, Davey Mac Sports Program. See you next week. Good night, everybody.